do something with the data beyond passing it around and making it more efficient.
Hello and welcome to Coach Grid. My name is Joe Spearden. I am joined, as always, by Kirsten Davis. Today we're talking about apps, whether that's for your phone or for a computer. You or somebody that you know has had an idea at some point in time that they wanted to turn it into an app. And, when cell phones were newer, that was really an exciting time because it was permission to start doing something like that. And I think we've reached a point in time right now with AI doing what it's doing and some of the shifts in development that people are starting to consider that again and talk about this question. So today, the question that we want to address is an app the right thing for you? And we work a lot, almost primarily with coaches, and they'll come to us and say, well, do I need an app? Is an app the best thing for me? Should I just do a website? Should I just stay on my social media? And we want to address that today. So when somebody is asking that question, it's like, is an app the right thing for me? What's the first thing that comes to mind for you?
Well, I asked that question to somebody recently. I was like, well, what do you do every day? And she's like, I don't know. I don't do that much day to day. And it's like, okay, well, as you go through your week, if you think of anything, send me a voice memo. And over the next week, I got like 12 voice memos, each of them with multiple things. And she's like, I did not realize how much I'm doing. So an app is for you if you're running a business, if you're running a coaching practice that you have 5 clients, you've had the same 5 clients for 20 years, and any new clients are coming through word of mouth and you're taking on maybe one a year, it's not a good fit. But if you're running any level of coaching practice that you're bringing people into a master class, or if you're facilitating masterminds, or you're doing events, or you have to keep track of rotating schedules, or who's been paired together for partner work, or you have a certification program and you need to be able to track, did they complete stuff? Or you're hiring somebody and you need to track, is our quality being upheld? Like if you have mentor coaches coming in, all of these things are things that software and custom software in an app can just do for you. You don't have to be in the room. You don't have to be managing things. You don't have to even be writing SOPs to bring somebody into the process.
Absolutely. I think you said a really important thing there in telling that story. Most of the problems that we face in business, we don't even really give ourselves permission to see them as solvable problems. We just oftentimes resign ourselves to this is the way that it is. And for me to run a business and for me to be successful, this is just the thing that I have to do.
The way that I earn my right to be happy in the world is these.
Right. It's my level of suffering that's necessary for me to be successful.
Yeah. It's sitting in a 3-hour meeting with your team every week, or even if it's every month, that could have been an email, could have been an app. Didn't even need to be an email. Didn't even need to have the team sometimes. And giving permission to let things be simpler, I think that's a really big piece of it.
And to be fair, I think most people are open to that as an idea, but aren't aware of the possibilities that are out there. Just like this person that was, sending you these audio messages wasn't even on their radar until your first call. Mm-hmm. And in that first call, in the consultation, you started to open their mind to what was even possible. Mm-hmm. And so then with the permission, ask the question of hey, every time a client signs up, I'm having to manually do this thing. Is that something that we can? Yep, absolutely. Easy. Or is this something we could do? Yeah, that one probably would require a little bit more, an extra 2 days on the build, but absolutely something we can do. Well, they might spend 2 days every week doing that thing.
Yeah. Say more. What's like a tangible example of one of those things? What's something that...
Well, I think onboarding is a really good example, right? Somebody signs up for an online course, or they sign up for one-on-one coaching, and a coach that's not showing up super professional. It's all right. Well, let me know when you're free, and I'll send you a Zoom link. And that's the extent of onboarding, mm-hmm. right? Which again, there's no level of professionalism there. There's no ability to grow there. You're limited, and you're revealing that you don't really have any systems in place.
Yeah. So what if somebody does have systems in place, right? That's pretty like novice. What about these coaches?
So the ones that have the systems in place, they say, I'm going to email you the contract and you'll DocuSign it. And then after you DocuSign it, I'm going to send you a link to schedule your call. And then after that link to schedule your call, when I get that back and that's confirmed, then I'm going to send you this prompt for the thing that we're going to talk about this week. And then you're going to fill that out and then bring that back to me. And then at that point in time, we're good to go. In what we build, you say, I'm going to send you the link to sign up. And after you do that, you're automatically going to get the contract. When that contract is signed, you're automatically going to get the link to do this. When that's done, you're automatically going to be able to do this. And that's all going to be contained within the same app.
Yeah. Even that you don't need a custom app to do that, right? Like you can go into, is it called Zapier, high level?
You can go in there.
But I mean, somebody can. But even asking you these questions, I'm doing intentionally because I think people are like, well, why do I need an app? I could just go here. But like a use case for the app is somebody that does astrology readings. And every time that they onboard a client, they fill out the data and then they're taking that data that in the form they submitted and that everything's happening automatically. But then they're going and doing something with that data. And that doing something with that data where then they send the next thing or they're ready for the call, that can be done by the app, right? So it's like, what's your process? Like you go and read a birth chart. Why are you reading the birth chart? What data are you pulling from that? What's there? And it's like, oh, well, I have this other app. Okay, well, that can be built into the app. And then how do you use that data? Like, let's make a module that if you're like, oh, well, I mainly read their Venus. And it's like, okay, why? And so then instead of like having this other app that just gives you the data and then you do your program, it's like, where are you plugging in the Venus data? And then do they have a daily checklist? Like, let's make a bank of all the different checklists you've ever made for a client. And then when they sign up, you have their birth data and then they log in and there's already a portal with all these customized tools that you would normally give to them on the first call on like 6 different PDFs and a few different recordings. And they're already interactively getting their teeth into it. And so when they're on the first call, they're already like thrilled and making progress. It's stuff like that where you're able to do something with the data beyond passing it around and making it more efficient.
And again, most people have not given themselves permission to even start thinking about that.
Yeah.
So what I would say for you watching this video comes with a challenge. There's a comment section on this YouTube video, and I want you to save it. Ideally, subscribe to it and comment below as you start thinking about these things. Could an app do this for me? Could an app do this for my business? Could an app integrate with this? Could an app make this a possibility? And I think you'll be surprised at how many of those things can be done. And probably like that client of ours, it might take you a few days. But the invitation here is start looking at where you're spending your time. What do you do every day? And do you spend 4 to 5, 6, 10 hours not doing the thing you want to be able to do? So that's the challenge here. We're going to be responding to your comments. We would love to talk with you in an individual consultation about it as well, and get to give you the gift that so many of our other clients and friends have been able to experience, where now not only are they able to alleviate a lot of their time and a lot of what they're doing, they're able to start to innovate at a new level that they haven't experienced sometimes ever, but at least for a couple of years. So thank you for being with us today. Short and sweet. Go in the comments, drop your idea, drop your question, drop your dream, your possibility, and we'll see if we can help you make that come true.